Here we are, back again for another season of watch-alongs, back again for another season of mental anguish. I can already tell this is going to be a season full of mental anguish and severe crash outs on the Nathaniel Knows Ball channel. But am I complaining? Yes. Are you complaining? Definitely not. We've got Manchester City at the Etihad against Bournemouth to kick off the 2026-27 season. We saw Arsenal pick up 3 points against Coventry. We watched Manchester United get smoked by Hull City, which I made a reaction video on. And we watched Spurs embarrass themselves against Brentford after spending like £1 billion on their midfield. It's dark out here. It's dark out here, right? Everybody is holding corn. We've got bold Erling Haaland, ladies and gentlemen. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on here. There's so much stuff going on. I'm a tad bit overstimulated. But firstly, if you haven't checked my community tab already, we got the Boadi Here We Go. We did get the Boadi Here We Go. As reported by Fabrizio Romano. The deal is in place. So Boadi to Manchester City, here we go. A deal agreed club to club. Fee to reach €100 million package with add-ons. Green light for Lille for the sale. Boadi agrees personal terms with City in July and is now set to join the club. Which means we got the here we go before an embarrassing loss, ladies and gentlemen, right? Usually the past few years, you know, the past season and a half, it's been we get smoked and then we get the here we go. But we got the here we go before we got smoked, ladies and gentlemen. So does that mean we're going to win here today? I think so. I think so. Okay, there are a few questions. There are a few questions about this starting 11, as you can see on screen. Donnarumma wearing the number 1 shirt. We know how I feel about Donnarumma. We're not going to speak about Donnarumma extensively. Kusanov right back. We're not going forward down the right-hand side. Our right-hand side looks to be Foden and Kusanov. So we're not stretching the play on the right-hand side. That looks like a bit of a long day, if I'm being totally honest. Guehi-Diaz centre-back partnership. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world. Vardio left back. So we've got a back line of Kusanov, Guehi, Diaz and Vardio, 4 centre-backs like we saw in the treble-winning season. Obviously, that was Maresca's, you know, that was his master plan. So I can see why he's implementing it here. We've got a midfield pivot of Elliot Anderson and Rico Lewis. So no Nico G. No Nico G in the 6. We've got Rico Lewis in the 6. And again, he's playing against a midfield of Cook, Scott, and Kluivert. It's not the most physical midfield. You know, there are, you know, stronger midfields we could be playing against here. So maybe the lack of physicality from Rico is not a huge deal here, especially with Anderson being a bit of a GBH specialist. We've got O'Reilly in the 10, which is an interesting one. Obviously, he played in the 10 throughout his time in the academy, obviously being moved to left back and more of a holding midfield role when he's played for City in the first team. But we're going to see him in the 10 for the first time under Enzo Maresca. And then we've got Semenyo off the left, Foden off the right, and bold Erling Haaland up top. Obviously, Bournemouth have Petrovic in goal, Trofeo on the left, new signing Silva at centre-backs next to Hill, with obviously club captain Adam Smith at right back, Lewis Cook and Alex Scott in the midfield. We've got Rayan on the right, well, on the left, sorry, Kluivert through the middle, Tavernier on the right, yeah, I think I got that correct. And Evan Nilsson up top. It's a typical Bournemouth side, you know. A Bournemouth side you'd expect to be seeing, you know. This is a team you'd expect Bournemouth to put out. Even under their new manager, a team you'd expect them to put out. But before we obviously get into the game, you know, we've got a few minutes here before kickoff. Like the stream, if you haven't already. Give me a score prediction in chat. I want to see a score prediction from all of you. Am I feeling confident? I actually am. You know, What happened in the Community Shield was dark. We're not going to sit here and pretend that wasn't dark. It was. But, you know, Donnarumma lost his mind. Hopefully he doesn't lose his mind today. And, you know, Maresca was trolling with his subs, if I'm honest. Maresca was trolling with his subs. Like, I hope to not see subs like that today. You know, when we look at our bench, we've obviously got Rulli on goal. Rulli, you know, on the bench for a goalkeeper. Victor Reis, Rayan Aït-Nouri and Rayan Cherki. And then it's Jack Grealish and Mateo Kovacic, who I hope don't see any minutes. Then it's Nico Gonzalez and Omar Mamouche. So I'm happy for any of those players to get subbed on the pitch except Jack Grealish and Kovacic. I'm happy to see anyone on that bench get minutes other than Grealish and Kovacic, if I'm being honest. And the issue is, the two people most likely to come off that bench are going to be Jack Grealish and Kovacic. Let's be real. Let's be real. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm gonna be shocked when Kovacic comes on this pitch. And again, I'm not. Right. Let me backtrack a little bit. I'm not completely against them coming on the pitch, right? Let's say we're 1-0 up, 2-0 up, 70 minutes, and we need to keep the ball, we need to keep possession. Kovacic and Jack Grealish, perfect players for that situation. If we're winning and we need to keep the lead, Jack Grealish and Kovacic, experts at recycling possession. It's very difficult to dispossess them of the ball without committing a foul, right? Completely understand that. But if we're drawing, or God forbid we're 1-0 down, and I see Jack Grealish and Kovacic come on this pitch, the crash out you're going to see is going to be generational, because I'm tired of seeing it. I am tired of seeing it, But this is a new era. This is a new era. So all the negativity from last season, we're putting that to the side, We're putting that to the side. New era, new Nathan. You know what I mean? New era, new Nathan. That's what we've got. How long do you think I'm going to be this new Nathan for? This new optimistic Nathan? Who knows? Who knows? It could be 10 minutes. It could be 3 games into the season. It could be the whole season. Who knows? That's the fun and games of it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the fun and games of it. Score prediction. I think we win 2-1. I think we win 2-1. I think we win 2-1. Izzy, that's enough to get you banned from the chat. If I'm being real, that's enough to get you banned from the chat. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say 2-1 because when we've got Donnarumma in goal, we're not keeping a clean sheet. I'm being so honest when I say that we've got Donnarumma in goal, we're not keeping a clean sheet. Yeah, it's dark, but I could see us scoring a goal today. I'm gonna say Haaland or Foden goals, and Evan Nielsen's probably gonna score for them because the cross is gonna come in, and let's be real, Donnarumma's getting absolutely nowhere near the cross because he's an absolute embarrassment. Is Enzo Maresca trying to sabotage our club or what? I mean, why is he playing? I don't think Nunes is fully fit though. I don't think Nunes is fully fit. Obviously, he's on the bench today. I'm not 100% sure on his fitness. If it continues after today, yeah, maybe he might be sabotaging the club. But then again, you got to remember, like I mentioned earlier, like the whole centre backs at fullback thing. That was Enzo Maresca's idea. So that's something that's familiar to the club and familiar to him potentially. But I think it's just based on Nunes' fitness. But I don't think Kusanov right back is the worst thing we're seeing here, if I'm honest. I think we got more pressing issues than Kusanov at right back. Like the main one, right? The main one, Lewis in the 6. Now if it was Lewis in the 8, I'd understand it, right? Lewis in the 8 and I'd understand it, but we're seeing Lewis in the 6 right now, which is a bit dark. But again, like I said, like Cook, Scott, they're not extreme physical demons, They're not like a Joelinton, like a Rice, someone like that, like a Caicedo. Like they're not physical demons, so I don't think he'll be too out of his depth, but it could get crazy. And now chill on the left back at attacking midfield, because to be fair, like O'Reilly did come through the academy playing in the 10, like, so it's not like he's never played the 10 before. Now if we were playing Ain't Nori in the 10, maybe there'd be some more legs to that, but he is someone that can play the 10. Oh, JT, this is a Pep tinkering lineup, but without the Pep factor. No, JT, because it is the Pep factor. Because our manager basically is Pep. Because you can't tell me sometimes when they pan the camera to Maresca, yeah, you don't kind of think that is Pep. Like there have been times where I've seen pictures of Enzo, and I'm convinced it's Pep. Like if Maresca didn't manage Chelsea and Leicester before if he didn't manage Chelsea and Leicester before City, I would deadass be convinced that Pep left and then like he just slightly changed his appearance, changed his name, and became our manager again. But nah, this lineup though, on a serious, is dark. The lineup of this country, like of this team, yeah. The lineup of this team is dark, right? I'm not gonna get it twisted, right? But as literally as if we lose, as long as the scoreline is respectable and I don't have Paz belling my line like he was doing to touchline last night, I should be fine. But if I see any calls coming up on this phone after we've conceded 3 because we're playing Rico Lewis in the 6, it could get a bit, you know, it could get a bit funky in here. Do you know what I mean? But Kusanov right back's not that bad. Like there are worse things than Kusanov right back, because obviously the first choice is to have Nunes at right back. But then we're looking at it, and it was like, okay, well, we either play Kusanov there or we play Lewis there. And I would definitely prefer to have Kusanov right back than Lewis, right? Now, Diaz at centre back. Of course he's the club captain, he has to start the opening game. But if I'm watching us deploy a high line, right, and Diaz is our centre back, then it's just a long afternoon. It just is a long afternoon, because I'm tired of watching the ball get played over the top and him running in quicksand to catch his attacker. That's my main worry for today. You know, I had enough time not watching Diaz in the high line, and I kind of got accustomed to not watching Diaz in the high line. And so now that I'm gonna have to watch it again, it's dark. I kind of get that midfield. He doesn't want a passenger there to get ran through, but I don't know. I mean, again, all City fans have been saying it. We want Nico G in there, yeah. He might not be the most physical player, right? But he's a hell of a lot more physical than Kovacic and Rico Lewis, right? He's also better on the ball than Kovacic. I mean, everybody's better on the ball than Kovacic. I can play a better pass than Kovacic. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he's better than Kovacic on the ball. He's a hell of a lot better defensively than Kovacic. Like, Kovacic doesn't know how to, like, commit a clean tackle. It's a foul every single time. I think you're right with that one, though. With that Foden, if Foden was in the middle, and able to pick up the ball on the half turn and turn and drive it forward, I'd be more open to the idea of him having a good game. But if he's playing off of the right with Semenyo on the left, I'm not really too sure what sort of wide football we're trying to play, because you don't want Foden doing touchline shifts, and you also don't want Semenyo doing touchline shifts. So I can imagine we're going to play quite narrow, which is a tad bit worrying. But again, we don't have the personnel to play right in the minute. And I don't think O'Reilly will be a 10 is a good move. Well, I mean, what I'm hoping for, what I would have preferred to see, right? What I would have preferred to see is Rico not play and just play like O'Reilly in there. Like you said, 2 8s. There's not even like fuck having the 6. If you just played a pivot of O'Reilly and Anderson, I think that would have been fine. And if you played probably Foden in the 10, Shirky on the right, Semenyo on the left, I probably would have been a lot more happier with that. But with the personnel we have on the pitch, like, I can't see what we'd be doing here. I honestly can't see what we'd be doing here, because it can't be a 4-4-2. There's just no way it's a 4-4-2. If it is somehow a 4-4-2 with Semenyo up top, he's completely lost his mind. So it has to be some variation of the 4-3-3 with the personnel that he's got on the pitch, which would mean that we've either got Lewis in the 10, Anderson in the 10, or O'Reilly in the 10. Now, I don't know which of those I actually prefer when I look at it from like an unbiased point of view, because like, I don't know. It is. This does not fill me with much confidence. Oh, you think that's dark? Did you see when we drew to West Ham 1-1 last season, and we had a front three of Marmoush, Semenyo, and Haaland, and they all occupied the same space? That's the worst front three I've ever seen. And like, on paper, it shouldn't be the worst front three you've ever seen, because 2 of them were in a golden boot race. Oh, it's dark. Maybe it's going to be a flat midfield 3, but I don't know how you're going to get the ball to the forward line. If it's a flat forward 3, it's Anderson hoofball. We're going to be playing Anderson like he's Jordan Henderson. He's literally just going to pick up the ball and just loft it forward. But we don't really have runners like that. Yes, Semenyo and Haaland are direct in transition. But if neither of them are up top, are we punting balls forward to Foden? I don't know. It's spooky. The Doku injury and Savinho being sold leaves the front line looking a bit spooky at the moment. I can't lie. It does all look it looks all a bit scary, a bit spooky. I don't really know what to say about it. But at the same time, I would rather watch Foden play off the right than I have to watch Savinho again. But who knows, man? Who knows? I'm doing all this complaining. Maybe Lewis might impress me. You know, I'm thinking of Rico Lewis under Pep. You know, it could be a completely different kettle of fish. Who knows? Like, I don't want to like judge all of these players based off what they were doing under Pep, because, as well, like I said, Foden, when I watched him against Arsenal in the Community Shield, is Shirky gate? I actually don't know. I don't know, because it can't be a fitness thing, because he didn't play at all in the World Cup, like, so it can't be a fitness thing. He's had as much rest as anyone, like, so surely it's a game plan thing. But I don't know, like, unless man was just like shoveling in bare calories on the off season and he's come back fat again, who knows, like, who knows. Again, because I'd rather see Cherky off the left. Foden in the middle. Like, what I saw from him in the first half against Arsenal, yeah, he might not have scored, but that's the Foden I want to see. He's picking up the ball, he's driving forward, he's taking shots from the edge of the box. Yeah, cool, the shots didn't go in. City lose 3-0. But that was the most encouraging Foden performance I've seen since, December last year. Which makes me think that Pep was coaching him to be a bit more cautious in those positions where he's good at taking risks. You know, Foden is a risk taker at the end of the day. Like, he might not be able to play the most risky passes, but when it comes to shooting, he's a risk taker. And if you're coaching the risk taking out of his game, then what's the point? It's like having Bruno Fernandes and telling Bruno Fernandes to keep it simple. Like, what would you achieve? What would Michael Carrick achieve by telling Bruno to keep it simple? Like, okay, cool. Bruno hero ball when it doesn't come off is funny to watch, and he looks like a complete lunatic. But let's not lie and say when Bruno is playing some top tier hero ball, he doesn't look like the best player in the world, when he's just dictating the game with his like crazy passes, where he's just pinging the ball into no man's land and finding people. And you know, that's what I like from Foden. Like, you get Foden in and around the edge of the box and he's doing something crazy. He opens up his body on the edge of the box, bro. He's curling it in 9 times out of 10. Foden has a shot on him and it should be, yeah, like, that's exactly it. And there were plenty of times last season where he's picking up the ball on the edge of the box and he's just thinking twice. You could tell he wants to shoot, but there's something telling him not to shoot. I don't know if that was, you know, a confidence thing. I don't know if that was a coaching thing, but there was definitely something telling him not to shoot, and then he passed. And a lot of Foden's bad moments were him getting caught in two minds and losing possession because he couldn't tell whether he wanted to continue running or shoot or pass. And I don't know if that's a coaching thing or if he's just got it in his own head. But, you know, he did score some beautiful... Like, the 2 goals he scored against Dortmund last season were a joke. Absolute joke. So, Foden's a player that I find it really hard to give up on, yeah. And I feel like I'm going to be defending him until the end of time, even if he never becomes good again, because of what I've already seen. It's like, when you watch a player like Foden, or you watch a player like Palmer, you know, and you know they can be good. Or even like Odegaard, right? Because Odegaard, you know what Odegaard's about. You know what Odegaard can do. But when you're watching Odegaard stink up the pitch for a good 10 games in a row, you're kind of like, bro, like, we need to expect better from you now. Like, are you still good enough to play for this club? And then he'll come in and just play an absolute ball session and you think it's back. You think it's bad. You think it's back. But no, yeah, I think it is a coaching thing with Foden, though. Because when he had that little purple patch at the end of 2025, coming into 2026, bro, he's just playing with no fear. Like, he was just completely playing with no fear. And he's one of those players, like, people like to say that Foden's a system player, right? And that he only works in the Pep system, he's a system player. But I don't believe that's true. He's just someone that, like, you just need to allow to take the risks. You know what I mean? Whereas there are definitely players that could only play in Pep system, but, you know, less said about them, the better. Since the system became more Haaland-centric, then, yeah. Well, I mean, kind of. It's one of those where, like, I think what annoyed me the most about the Foden fall off is what he's good at is what we were crying out for. There were many times where we were struggling to get the ball in the box, and we were getting the ball on the edge of the box, but the people picking up the ball on the edge of the box are Ruben Diaz, Kusanov, Gahey. Like, we didn't have Rodri on the pitch. Rodri, we all knew could hit one from range. De Bruyne obviously left. De Bruyne, like, long shot specialist, right? The only person that could shoot from that kind of 3-point line in our team was Foden, and he just wasn't doing it. So we were still having to try work the ball in the box. Well, we were creatively bankrupt, and it made for some of the worst football I've seen. Like, but who knows, man? Who knows? I'm just praying that he's back. He's more of a unicorn than a system player. Hard to make it fit. Yeah, again, Havertz is what Havertz is the prime example. Havertz is the prime example, because you will watch Arsenal sometimes, and you'll be like, no, why do they have Havertz? This guy's trash. This guy's awful, right? But then, and then Gyökeres comes in and they're like, oh, we finally got a 9. We finally got a 9. Gyökeres is make of Gyökeres what you will. But then Havertz comes in with these clutch moments. Havertz does his thing. Like, this is a guy that scored in 2 Champions League finals, right? This guy's played 2 Champions League finals and scored in both. One of them being a winning goal, right? This guy knows what to do. Yeah? He's a clutch player. Kind of like Foden, he's a clutch player. You get him in and around the same sort of areas, the goal's going in. But when it's not working, it's even more frustrating. Yeah, it's even more frustrating. Because you don't want to get rid of them, because you know how good they are. You know how important their goals are. And watching it not work is frustrating. Especially when your alternative to that player as well is also not that great. Do you know what I mean? Like, Bournemouth will win. Bro, we don't need... No, Bournemouth won't win. Can we stop with the Bournemouth will win chat? I don't need Bournemouth will win chat here. I need positive vibes, bro. First game of the season, I need positive vibes. You're meant to be bringing the vibes. You're meant to be bringing the energy. You're not meant to be dragging my mood down before the game's even started. I think when the 9 was a false 9 for City, where the end goal was late arrivals for the likes of Foden or just wingers to wingers crosses. And I mean, the issue with that, yeah, is you just can't... I would love to watch City play football like that again, but you just can't do it. Like, you need a 9 occupying the centre backs, or else the centre backs are going to get too active on you. Like, I could not imagine trying to do a false 9 game against Gabriel or Saliba where they're not like preoccupied by just some hench Norwegian like in front of them, right? Like, teams are too well organised now to play the false 9 football. They're way too organised and structured. I mean, I think half of why it worked was because everyone was so used to teams playing with a 9, unless you were Liverpool, and then you could just bounce the ball around, right? And teams didn't know who to mark, because players were interchanging. Sometimes we'd have De Bruyne in the 9, sometimes Gundogan, sometimes Foden. They keep switching, right? But now, the way you defend against that is you just stand firm. You just stand firm. You don't mark anyone. You just stand firm and you drop back. You drop your numbers back. You don't let the space open up. They can't ping the pass round, right? And that's kind of why we then bring Haaland into the team, and teams don't really know what to do because they need to mark Haaland. But if they mark Haaland, KDB's got the ball. And if they mark KDB and Haaland, that's taking at least 2-3 players out of the game for Foden and Gundogan to do their business, right? So now obviously teams are more accustomed to marking the 9. And there's a good few 9s in this league. So I think we might transition back to the false 9 sort of football in this league at some point. But I think it's too soon at the minute. Like, you can't get a 60 goal a season from Sterling spamming low cross. Yeah, exactly. You can't do that because teams penalty box defend now. Yeah, how many times do you actually see teams drill crosses across the box and score? It's very, very difficult because you've got to try and make the late run in there, because if you just camp the box, you're being marked. But when you're trying to make the late run, you've just got like hella man blocking your way to get into the near post. If your goalkeeper's not a scrub, he's probably claiming the cross as well. Like, you just can't do that Sterling Sane link up anymore, which is actually quite disappointing the more and more I think about it. I need to get these overlays up. So so I don't go mad. But it's one of those things that's so simple, yet so effective. It was like how Liverpool could just bomb their fullbacks up, like week in, week out for multiple years, and no one could stop it. And you think, how difficult is it actually to stop a team having their fullbacks just bomb up the pitch and create goals? Like it's there are things like that. Again, it's like Arsenal set pieces, right? When you're watching Arsenal like score a lot of set pieces, you're sat there thinking, is it really this difficult to stop? And that's when it's scary, right? That's when it's scary. When teams are doing the simplest things against you and you can't stop it. That's when you know life has gotten to a level of dark that it should never reach. Like if they're doing something complicated, something real sophisticated, yeah, and it's working against you, you're like, fair, you know, their manager's a genius, right? But when their players are so well drilled and so good that they can do the simplest stuff and make it look easy, it is scary. It's so scary. Like, come on, like, you're really telling me that teams in this league could not mark a corner? Like, come on. Well, I know we can't mark a corner. Like, that's, you know, Man City's set pieces, attacking, defending set pieces, it's a mess. It's a mess, right? If we score like 2 set piece goals this season, I'll be happy. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Wait, nah. The Sky have just done their graphic on the screen, yeah, and the way it's looking is like Foden's in the middle. Now I'm hoping that is a graphical error. I'm hoping that is a graphical error, and I'm not about to watch O'Reilly play left wing. Oh no, we're doing what Man United did with Dorgu yesterday. No, I sat here clowning United for playing Dorgu at left wing because they had a left wing back that could score goals, and they thought, yeah, let's put him left wing. I clowned that, and now we're doing that. What did I do to deserve this? Oh, fucking hell. Fuck me, bro. Fucking hell. Oh, no. I'm hoping that's a graphical error, because if I'm having to watch, yeah, Kusanov and Semenyo on the right and Vardio and O'Reilly on the left, bro, I might stop the stream right now. Please tell me O'Reilly's through the middle. Nah, please tell me O'Reilly's through the middle. That's not looking good. I tell you what, that's not looking good. Now that might be Pep, you know. The more and more I'm looking at Enzo right now, that might be Guardiola. Now that's fucking hell. That's, you know what? This might be a long afternoon. Yeah, that's the thing. Dorgu is actually a wing back, and he was still absolutely atrocious for United yesterday. So I don't know what this means for us right now. I actually don't know what this means for us right now. I don't. Right, just because we've got the signing of Boadi over the line, is that what the Rico Lewis like starting is? Is it just for us to, like, if Boadi plays shit when he's here, we know that if he's not playing, it's gonna be fucking Kovacic or Lewis. Oh man, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm really not ready. Oh man, that's actually ruined my mood. I was optimistic, but then I saw that graphic, and now I'm scared. Now I'm scared that I might be watching O'Reilly occupy wide positions forward up the pitch. Unless we're just going to be forcing the ball, right? Now this is scumbag tactics, right? This might be haramble what I'm about to propose. But unless we're just going to spam the ball to Semenyo, right? We've got Haaland in the middle of the box and O'Reilly arriving back stick, and we're just pumping balls into the box. Or Anderson just pumping crosses into the box. Like, that might be Haram ball, yeah, but that's the only way I could see this working. So please, Enzo, please don't tell me you're playing him in a wide position. Please don't tell me you're playing him in a wide position. Please. Bournemouth to get us underway in this opening Premier League fixture for City. And right, let's have a little look. Nah, we're good. Where is O'Reilly? Oh, now we're good. O'Reilly looks to be in the middle. Donnarumma has secured the ball. Nah, it is cope. Don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to say that was not cope. That was 100% cope. Yeah, no. O'Reilly's in the middle. We're good. We're good. Foden off the right, and it is Foden on the ball. We got Anderson. We got the real Slim Shady as well in the midfield. But nah, I tell you what. I don't know what I'm saying on this Haaland trim, you know. This Haaland trim is going a bit mental. Like, I don't really know why he's done that. But, you know, if he bangs goals, I won't complain. But I feel like he's lost a bit of aura. Like his aura is kind of... And he's one of those players that thrives off aura. It's like Van Dijk, man. Like, you make mistakes against Van Dijk and Haaland because of their aura. And if, like... It's like if Van Dijk just got rid of the ponytail. Like, would he actually have that much aura? Would Van Dijk still have aura if he didn't have the, like... Would Van Dijk be able to back off defend if he didn't have the ponytail? Alright, go on, Anderson. Pump that one out wide to Foden. Alright, Foden. Take this, kill this one in the air. Alright, we're back. We're back. We're back. Now we're so back. Foden's beat his man. We're back. Foden's won a foul. We're back. I thought that wasn't about to be given as a foul. Nah, it's a huge aura loss. I can't lie. So, if he starts this season in a goal drought, I know what I'm blaming. I know what I'm blaming. I can't lie. I think Saka's lost aura with his new trim. I think Saka's braids have lost him aura, you know. I don't think Saka's got aura like that with his new trim. But I don't know if that's a hot take. Is the Saka new trim like aura loss a hot take? Foden's lost his mind. Wait, no, never mind. Haaland's retrieved it. Never mind. I spoke too soon. Because here's O'Reilly. Are we giving that as a foul? Have you lost your mind? Nah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're giving that as... On the topic of haircuts, though, O'Reilly's got a new trim and it kind of bangs. Right? But... Now, we're giving this as a foul. Yeah, fuck off, man. In what world is that as foul? Yeah, Adam Smith's lost his mind. That's a clear dive. But now, on the topic of trims, right? On the topic of trims, O'Reilly's new trim has given him more aura because, like, his old trim did not suit his hair type, man. Like... His old trim did not suit his hair tie. Here's Haaland like surging forward again. He's got Lewis, Vardy and Foden ahead of him, and he goes to Foden. Foden with a flick. Oh. Lewis's shot is saved by Petrovic. Now Foden has aura. Now Foden aura is back. Haaland the steam trains through the middle. He's got plenty of bodies ahead of him. He picks out Foden. And Foden's completely lost his mind with the back heel. Yeah, but Joe, like, there's a difference between the short hair that Haaland had, yeah, when he burst onto the scene and the short hair he had now. Alright. First City corner of the season. Am I going to be left depressed? By the first City corner of the season? Foden. Oh, it's a Foden corner. It's so over. It's never been more over than this. Cross comes in, back stick to O'Reilly. And it's, yeah, I mean, he found his man. You know what? That is actually a stark improvement from the from last season. We beat first man and we found a City player with a cross. That being said, what O'Reilly did with said cross, we won't speak about. But that was an improvement. And yeah, now that Foden pass was crazy. He might be back. He might be back. But I'm going to keep that one on the down low. Tell you what, Ryan just shrugged off Vardio with ease there. I need this City downfall. Don't you dare be good with a lineup like this. Bro, I don't even really know, like, I don't really understand what's going on with this lineup still, but, like, the first 5 minutes haven't been atrocious. They might be my famous last words, though. Like, I don't think we... Oh, a long throws has come in. Right, Donnarumma has punched away a cross. Well, actually, I don't know if you can call a long throw into a box a cross, but Donnarumma has punched away an aerial threat. Now Semenyo darts forward, and he's been bundled over by Smith. I was going to say, there was no way. If that got given as a Bournemouth free kick, I was crashing out. That's a cold pass by O'Reilly, and I tell you what, I shit on Semenyo for his dribbling, but he did well to keep that one in play, all things considered. And now we've got a free kick from a wide area on the left, to be taken by Foden. What have we got? We've got Haaland, Vardio, Guehi, and Diaz in the box. We've got Lewis looking to arrive late, back stick. Nah, this could be it. Come on, Phil. That's a terrible delivery. That was honking. I won't lie. That was really bad. Again, we didn't beat our first man. Bournemouth looked very different without our... Well, I mean, that was to be expected. I've heard some people say the football their new manager plays is very similar. Obviously, I don't know. I don't watch. I don't watch Bournemouth pre-season. I don't know. But you know, they're still a scary team, and they have been for a good few years, to be fair. No, nothing will ever beat the OG Eddie Howe Bournemouth, though. Before Eddie Howe completely lost his mind and all of his managerial ability. Have I just seen a Lindelof own goal? Yeah, Lindelof own goal. Brighton are 1-0 up. Now we've got Guehi on the ball. To O'Reilly. Out to Semenyo. Come on, Semenyo. Take on your man. Never mind. He's picked out O'Reilly on the underlap, who crosses it into Haaland. Foden. Shot blocked. His volley was blocked. Kosunov keeps it alive, though. Back to Diaz. Yeah, I didn't check any of their pre-season results, but all things considered, I've heard this, you know, things aren't going to look that dark. I mean, yeah, I mean, their starting 11 hasn't really changed that much, which is a good thing, especially after the season they had. Like, how many times did you used to see in previous years when a mid-table team would have a season like Bournemouth last season, and then their whole team just gets bought, usually by Arsenal and Man United? Diaz out. Yo, now we do need the Villa downfall. Like, I don't really like any of their players anymore, so it's like I don't really have to pretend to be invested in their team. I don't think they've got really any ballers that I rate. Plus they've got Garnacho, so that's like automatically enough for me to pray on your downfall. Like, if we signed Garnacho, I'm being dead serious, I would want us to lose every single game of the season. Evan Nilsson comes forward. Then he loses out to Anderson, who goes back to Donnarumma. That's a rookie mistake, boy. Because he's just punted it out to Lewis, who's obviously getting beaten in the air by Scott. And Bournemouth come forward again. But it's won back by Guehi. And now Lewis, who wants to pass backward, but then remembered he's got... Right, that's tidy from Lewis. Never mind. And that's not a foul, so Tavernier still has the ball. Now, I could tell Lewis wanted to go back to Donnarumma there, and then was like, oh shit, that's not Edison in goal, that is Donnarumma. I don't want to be passing to that gentleman, and then tried to turn his way out of that situation. And we're going to see that happen a lot this season, I'm telling you. We're going to have our player back to goal, easy pass to the goalkeeper, and they're not going to want to play it, and then we're going to play ourselves into trouble by trying to dribble out of the situation. I'm telling you, like, that is my prediction for this season of how all of our attacks are going to go. But tell you what, you know, this has been more impressive than the Community Shield. We're not 1-0 down yet. But, you know, That's not saying much because that Community Shield performance was dark. I'm so glad I was not live for that game. I would have... Bad stuff would have... If I was live for that game, my channel would have been terminated. I'm being dead. If I was live for that Donnarumma performance, my channel was getting terminated. There would have been no more Nathaniel Noseball. Bro, the Trafford FOMO's already hitting like crack. Like, the thing is as well, yeah, I like Trafford. I want him to do well, but I hate Leeds. Like, so like, I've then got to like, you know, want Leeds to do well if I want Trafford to do well. So it's like, it's just a, like, I'm without Trafford. I've got Donnarumma in goal. I have to want Leeds to do well if I want Trafford to do well. What's really going on? Like what positives am I getting from this? The only positive I get from this is if he becomes starting goalkeeper for the Euros and we win the Euros. That's literally the only positive I get from this ever. So it's just a lose-lose. It is just a lose-lose for me, like. It's dark. Because it's so obvious that Trafford's going to be good for Leeds. It's so obvious. I don't know how he performed yesterday, though. I just know they won. I wasn't really too locked into the 3 p.m. kickoffs, I can't lie. I was like, I watched the United game, did my video on United, unpacked all my stuff from holiday, and then by the time I did that, I think I ate some food, and then I got ready to watch Spurs. And tell you what, that Spurs game filled me with joy. Watching Spurs play that bad filled me with a kind of joy that you don't get very often as a grown man. Right, come on, Anderson, what have you got for me here? Rivardio. Diaz. Anderson. Kassanov. Yeah, we've got no one open in this midfield. We've got Gahey strolling into midfield. Boom, that's a nice long ball by Anderson. It's gonna be cut out by Smith though. I mean, that's the kind of the only issue with Anderson dropping into where the centre backs are. Yeah, with Anderson dropping where the centre backs are, we've got no one to pass to in the midfield. You don't press at all, which is kind of the right choice here, I guess. I mean, the thing is, if we press, like, I don't know, because I'm looking at the players we have, and none of them really have that kind of... Sorry, one moment, sorry. Donnarumma disclaimed the cross. I mean, he was completely unchallenged for it, but Donnarumma has disclaimed the cross, and we take the positives from it. No, we don't really press. And we didn't really press too much last season either. Which I'm not really too sure why, because sometimes it's really frustrating. Especially when teams are, like, very, very prone to, like, collapsing under the press. That's a good run by. That's a good run by. Really hot! How has he done that? How has he not put that ball in the back of the net? That was crazy work from O'Reilly. But Haaland, how have you not scored, bro? I need to see a close-up of that. How has he not scored? The aura might actually have been all in the hair, because what was that? Kassanov. Foden. Go on, Lewis, lad. No, never mind. He's been bullied off the ball again. Nah. Alright, I'm getting the close-up. So, absolute demon run by O'Reilly. Then let's see. Cross comes in. Yeah, bro, I don't actually understand how he's not hit this ball. Like, it's right there. It comes in. It's in front of him the whole time. He like... I don't know. He's like lifted his leg over it. Or is it bounced off of his hip? Ryan just had a shot on goal and it was saved by Donnarumma. Put it back for a corner. I'm not too sure how they got in that position, if I'm honest. Oh, Vardio's lost his mind trying to play out from the back. I see. Oh, fucking hell. And then he's blocked the pass through and the ball's bounced off Diaz back into Ryan's feet. That was dark. That was dark. So we went from should have been being 1-0 up to almost going 1-0 down. And we could still definitely go 1-0 down because this is the first corner we've conceded this season. Donnarumma, what do you have for me? Oh, I'd crash out heavily if I'm O'Reilly. How does Erling Haaland, of all people, do that? Alright, first corner we've conceded this season. O'Reilly gets there first. But it's still with Bournemouth and Tavernier. He goes to whip one in back stick to Silva, who heads it out for a goal kick. Alright, we survived the first corner, ladies and gentlemen. We might be back. We might be back. There is actually potential for us to be back. Most goals after 200 appearances, yeah. Haaland's got crazy aura. Well, had crazy aura, should I say. Roll Lewis! Anderson to the rescue. Rico Lewis lost his mind there. Haaland passed to Vardio. What was that? What was that? I don't think we were... Saying we were dangerous last season is very difficult, because some games we were mad going forward, but other times we were extremely creatively bankrupt. We were very hit and miss. Whereas we were always vulnerable at the back, no matter what game it was, right? But being dangerous, we were very hit and miss. Did Brian just score again? I'm not too sure on that one. I was looking at the chat and I've just seen there was a score update in the Brighton game. Alright, go on, Rico. On the turn, out to Foden. Let's go. Take your man on. Inside. Oh, okay, no. Foden's lost his mind. He's won the ball. No, he's not. That was definitely a foul. But not bad for a lineup like this. Nah, it's definitely not bad. We're playing a lot better than I expected us to. Rico is making the mistakes I was also expecting him to. So when he gets stuck on the ball, he will just be muscled off the ball with ease. O'Reilly is playing really, really well, I think. Foden's got a bit of spark to him. But, you know, I don't want to say things too soon, innit? Like, we're 16 minutes into this game. Like, anything can happen. Vardio. Because the thing with City is, if we go 1-0 down, we play like golden goal. We very much play like golden goal. Like, if we go 1-0 down, we won't even try to get back in the game. And if we go 1-0 up, we won't try to score another goal. So we go 1-0 up and draw 1-1, or we go 1-0 down and we lose 1-0, or 4-0. There's not really... O'Reilly is down on the floor. That's not promising. That's not O'Reilly, sorry, that's Foden. I've completely and utterly lost my mind. Yeah, that one is going to hurt, to be fair. I don't even know why I thought that was O'Reilly. I just looked up and saw someone on the floor. But no, yeah, Foden's on the floor. I can see this kind of football being very... Yeah, I do agree. Because that's the thing with Maresca as well. He was very inconsistent with Chelsea. That being said, he was working with an absolute bunch of dross at Chelsea, which he was also trying to bring here for whatever reason. You know, Maresca moved into a brand new mansion and was still trying to bring his piss-soaked mattress from his old apartment. Do you know what I mean? Fucking Pedro Neto. Corner from Foden. Petrovic punches it clear. And then Lewis gives away a foul, and it's going to be a free kick to Bournemouth. I'm not really too sure how Rico's... I don't know how you're getting fouled by Rico Lewis in that position. I need to see that again. But I don't know how Kluivert's actually being fouled there. But I can't lie, with the amount of new coaches in this league, this should be a dog walk for Arsenal. Like, if it was City in Arsenal's position under Pep, and I was seeing teams all around us having new managers like this, I'm licking my lips, bro. Like, Arteta's just got to get a crazy lead at the start of the season where everyone's trying to figure everything out. And then, like, second half of the season, he could probably focus on Europe. That's what I'd do if I was him, innit? Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's a stupid thing to say, but, like, when you got all these teams trying to, like, get into their groove, figure things out, like, you've got teams like, obviously, Palace losing Glasner, you know, Bournemouth new manager, City new manager, Chelsea new manager, Liverpool new manager, Man United, like, Spurs new manager and their dross. Like, this should be comfortable for Arteta. Should be. But, like, there are many times where we said it should be comfortable for Pep. We only won the league title comfortably, like, twice. In what? 17, 18 and 2021 are the only two times we kind of won the league comfortably. All the other times, like, it was a bit messy. So, you know, things being comfortable, yes, Nathaniel. Let's see if Donnarumma becomes better than becomes Karius today. I mean, he started off a lot better. We've seen promising signs. And that's a throw into Bournemouth. We've seen promising signs, but, you know, the fact that I'm worried that we get shots on our goal and the best shot stopper in the world, I'm concerned he's not going to save it, is something we definitely need to discuss as like a collective. The biggest X factor I'm scared of is Chelsea getting a lucky run. I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing with Chelsea, the thing that scares me about Chelsea is if they've got a manager that's won before, you know, what got pulled off one of the most impressive feats in football recently, and they're listening to him. They're listening to him, you know. They're listening to him. They're doing what he wants. So Chelsea could be terrible, but they could also be great. They're the one that you can't predict. You can't predict Chelsea. But again, Chelsea, when you think of Chelsea, and when I think of Chelsea, obviously they haven't won the league in almost 10 years now, right? But they've been a good cup competition, a good cup team. Very good cup team. So Chelsea winning the league, I'm not too sure on. But cleaning up domestically, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, but that's the thing though. That's the thing though, Ginge. Like, you always have hype around you. When have we come into a season and Chelsea haven't had hype around you? Like Chelsea are just great at building up hype for no apparent reason. Yeah, I just hope the damage with the mentality has already been done, and it shouldn't be easy to change it around. I mean, true. Like, but yeah, no, Chelsea, like, it is mad to think they last won the league 10 years ago. Like, it seems a lot more, like, recent than that. But they've always just been, like, in recent years, just good in the cups. So I think they'll be good domestically in the cups, but to string a lot of fucking hell, Vardio. To think they'll be great across the whole Premier League season, I think would be very, very difficult. But I think, again, my main worry for Arsenal, and I've said this before, when I think of Arsenal winning the league, is obviously everyone came to the sort of consensus that the Pep team had been finished, right? The Pep team was finished, the Klopp team was finished after competing at the top level, right? And some people say that this Arsenal team is just getting begun, right? But you've got to remember, Arsenal, with the main core of that team, have been competing at the top for a good 4 years now, right? Obviously only being able to win the league last season. So it's not the beginning. Oh, fuck, Bournemouth for end, 2 secs. That's good work from Anderson to stop that, falling back to Scott. Arsenal have been competing at the top level with this team for a good 4 years, right? You've got players like Rice and Saka that are running on absolute fumes, right? Obviously, good signings have been made, Konsa, and Bruno as well, like solidifying areas that are already strong, in the team, which is something that teams don't often do, and that's what's impressive from Arteta. You know, the midfield at Arsenal's strong, the defence at Arsenal's strong, but he's still signing players in those positions, which is something you couldn't really say about Liverpool, and you couldn't say about City as of recent. But it's kind of about how you can keep Saka and Rice fit. You know, Saliba obviously already down with a back injury he picked up in the World Cup, just because of how much football they've been playing. And you know, you've seen what happens to City when Rodri went, right? You know, you don't want to rotate Rodri out because no one's as good as Rodri, but you don't want Rodri to get injured because then you're left and not being able to play Rodri. And that's exactly with Rice. You know, you don't want to not play Rice. You don't want to play Bruno G and Zubamendi because that's not as good as playing Rice. But at that same time, you don't want Rice to get injured because it's a long day if Rice gets injured. And it's the same with Saka as well. Like, if you could play Saka, you're not gonna play Madueke. But you know, and he's got better of it recently. But the way Arteta used to treat Saka was mad. Was mad. Like, he was playing games against Bolton in the Carabao Cup, like, mental. I think we need at least 1 or 2 more decent attackers to be confident. Like, getting away with Gyökeres, Martinelli and Madueke is already a risk. Always a risk. I mean, as well, right? Another thing that I want to point out is winning 1-0 is not sustainable, right? You can do it for a long period of time when you're in good form. But relying on 1-goal leads and then teams being able to strike a bit of fear into you and teams not being scared of you anymore, right? And it's kind of the problem City had last season. People weren't scared to come out and play against City anymore. People weren't admitting defeat as soon as they went 1-0 down to City anymore. So when we were trying to sit on these 1-goal leads and be arrogant and sit on these 1-goal leads, we couldn't, because teams were still coming to play football against us, right? Whereas when Arsenal go 1-0 up last season, there's still that fear factor, right? So it didn't really matter if you had a good attack or not, because you go 1-0 up, teams are scared to come out at you because they're like, oh well, we can't attack against Arsenal. They're literally just going to fold back into shape. We're going to take the ball off Arsenal. They're going to regroup back into shape, and then they're going to press us. And you can't break that down, right? But as soon as teams start getting the confidence to play out against that and find a way to beat that, you do then have to, oh fuck, Tavernier's the squad. Fuck! Oh man! I was trying to get philosophical, right? I was trying to show that I know ball. And then that has to happen, bro. Where's the need for that? Why is he unmarked to the back stick? Nah, show me that again. Run that back. Run the take back. Run the take back. Run the take back immediately. So, right. Long ball down the line from Smith. Kusanov gets bullied by Evan Nilsson and then gets spun by Rayan. The cross comes in back stick. Rico Lewis, you've lost your mind, bro. Kusanov, you've been done by two attackers. You need to find a bit of shame there, right? Diaz has not even tried to block the cross, and Rico Lewis doesn't even know the man's there. Now I can't be asked, bro. What kind of defending is that? My season's ruined 26 minutes into it, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's so fucking over. Oh my god. Like, what's the point in that, man? And what was in that? JT, what was I saying earlier? Oh, when do you ever see teams low cross across the box anymore? Because it just doesn't work. And then fucking that happens, bro. Fuck's sake. Oh man. Come on, Semenyo. What have you got for me? Semenyo's beat his man. Never mind, he's put out of play. Someone give me strength. Someone please inject me with the strength that I need to continue. I can't do it. Semenyo actually beat his man. I was impressed, and then he knocked out of play. He is calling for the foul. He is saying that Smith's brought him down there in an illegal fashion. I don't think there's enough contact on that one. I think Semenyo knew that ball was going out and threw himself to the floor, if I'm honest. But if we scam the penalty, we scam the penalty. We were never going to, but I wasn't going to complain if we scammed that one. Okay, Anderson's just been Harry Kaned. Rayan just hit Anderson with a Harry Kane special. Oh man, it's so over. It's never ever been this over before. And we're not. And again, this is where us not pressing annoys me, bro. We're 1-0 down, and no one looks asked about winning this ball back. Anderson's went in for it. Foden's won the second ball. Let's go. Now it's Vardio. And he could have played forward, but passes to Guehi instead, and now we're stuck in the midfield. Anderson. Lewis. Anderson again. What? Evan Nilsson's now getting a talking to. Has he committed a foul on Anderson there? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if I think that was a foul. You know, I think that was just a bit of, you know, an argy-bargy kind of moment. I don't know why he's called that back as well. Like, let me actually have a little look. Nah, you know what? Nah, never mind. There was actually no need for him to do that. That probably is a foul. Oh man. If we actually start doing this thing where we can't get the ball out of the defense, I'm actually gonna lose my mind. So you're telling me we could play? At least it wasn't like they had to work their ass off for it. You just gave them. Oh, O'Reilly with a terrible cross, easily cleared. Gahey wins the second ball. It doesn't matter because Tavernier gets it back. Foden tries to wrestle it off of him. Lewis gets in there. Get the cross off Lewis to Foden to Gahey. And yeah, no, Scott just pickpockets him. And then Anderson commits a foul. Yeah, this is dark. This is so dark. Like our players are actually panicking every time we pick up the ball. Like our players are actually panicking every time they pick up the ball. And as well, every time Anderson picks up the ball, because he's a £100 million player now, he's got people like just barging into him. Oh, long day for Villa. They're now like what, 3-0 down? Is this? Yeah, that's long. At least I'm not Villa. Is it 3-0 or what's the crack here? I don't even know what the score is at Brighton. I'm too focused on. I'm actually gonna check that now because they just showed me 2 goal replays there. Like, what is that? Oh no, Villa 4-0 down within 33 minutes. Oh man, at least we're not Villa. At least we're not Villa. Semenyo, please beat your man. Beat your man. For the love of God, beat your man. Yeah, 4-0 in 33 minutes is atrocious to start the season. I won't lie. That's scary stuff. Diaz. That's an aggressive switch out to Foden. He's absolutely killed it as well. Go on, Phil. Cross in. Headed out by Silva. Anderson tries to win it back off Tavernier, but Bournemouth go again. Now Kusanov. Are we playing like a... Sometimes it feels like we're playing a back three. And I don't know how I feel about that. Go on, Phil. Go on, Phil. Haaland, bro. How are you missing that? How are you not getting to that ball? Anderson, nice win back. No one for the second ball. And now Rayan's in. Go on, Vardy. I'll get there, lad. Well in, Yoskau. Well in, Yoskau. Now he brings it forward. He's got O'Reilly ahead of him. Still Yoskau. Steaming forward. Go on, Yoskau, lad. Anderson. Phil. Nah, but like... No, because sometimes when we're in possession, it looks like we've got like... I don't know, like, because sometimes it looks like we've got the back four, but... obviously, when we're in possession and we get hit on the transition, obviously it goes into a back three. But even sometimes when we're defending... even sometimes when we're defending deep, it looks like we've got a back three, which is where we usually then go into a back four and have one of our midfielders sit in. Or our fullback sit in, should I say. Or like the other fullback that's not going forward. Go on, Rico. That's a good tackle from Scott, fuck's sake. Good interception by Anderson, though. The clean-up crew from Anderson I've seen today is outrageous. Unlucky there from Lewis. Now it's Haaland. Haaland shoots, and it's blocked again. Now, go on. Anderson on the clean-up crew again. The ethical clean-up crew. Like, he's got no 1 series and smart whip. He's just doing the ethical, like, janitor clean-up crew. He doesn't have the 1 series and the smart whip. Just making it out there. Like, I'm not trying to give you the wrong impression. Nah, tell you what, I will agree with that. Like, this start to the season is but it's what you expect though. Again, like I keep saying, like the any team could beat any team in the Premier League now. So like, it is a mad start because teams are losing that you wouldn't expect to be losing, but at the same time, it's not that mad because I think any team can come into games. Like, was I really shocked when Brentford was slapping Spurs? No. Was I actually that shocked when United were getting slapped about by Hull? No. Am I shocked right now? Definitely not. Go on, Phil. No, never mind. You've overrun it. Fuck's sake. Actually, Ipswich beating Sunderland was kind of wild. I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. If I'm honest, I thought all newly promoted teams were losing this weekend and Cov were going to be the first ones to pick up points. If I'm honest. Nah, the whole game shocked me as in like a in the way of like I wasn't expecting United to lose, but when I was watching it, like I wasn't shocked, and like when I was like kind of watching it and I was watching what United were doing, I was like I could see this actually happening a mile away. Now that I think about it, it's a poor ball by Anderson. We got Rico sitting in at so this is what I mean, like we got Rico sitting in at fullback now. And that's an overhit pass, that should surely be a goal kick, and it is. No, yeah, I didn't watch any of the 3 o'clocks. We're Ipswich going mad. But has Sunderland actually made any signings though? Like I haven't been too up to date on transfer news, because transfer news nowadays actually makes me want to hit my head against the wall. Have Sunderland actually signed anyone? Like what's going on there? Go on, Semenyo lad. Now to O'Reilly. He's got Foden across the box. Go on, keep that alive, Phil. Keep that alive. To Rico. Right, what have you got for me, Reeks? O'Reilly, keep that alive. And now that's going out for a throw. No, yeah, Maresca's not going mad. Like he's a bit more nonchalant for their level, and they didn't really. Yeah, I know they didn't really lose anyone, but were they bolstering the team like that? One thing I was shocked about yesterday, that Ollie McBurney performance, I was actually blown away. I was absolutely blown away by that McBurney performance yesterday. Like I didn't know Unk still had it on him like that, if I'm honest. Like have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen those clips of, I think it was when he was at Sheffield United, and people used to just press him in the street and he used to get so vexed. There's so many clips of McBurney getting pressed in the street. I'm gonna try find them for half time. There's clips of McBurney getting pressed in the street, and they're so funny. Go on, Haaland, Semenyo. We got like 9 minutes of this half to like do something that's not making me incredibly depressed. Gahey. Semenyo, please. Diaz is like the one player I don't want on the ball in build-up. Like everybody else I'm fine with touching the ball, but Diaz on the ball in build-up is so bad. Martinelli for 60 million is... like, it's not crazy, but it is crazy at the same time. Martinelli was meant to be him though, like, what actually happened? Because Martinelli was meant to be him. And he was him for a little bit. Villa have got a red as well. That's dark. Who got sent off? Oh god, that is not a good evening. That is actually the complete opposite of a good evening. Diaz. Haaland? That's a good save by Petrovic. I mean, if Martinelli was at like Brighton, it would have been 100 million, but that is still our best business we've had, or would be. Nah, yeah, 100%. But it's like, I feel like when you're average at the top level though, like, I don't know. It is good business, but I could have definitely seen you getting higher, especially if Pedro Neto is Tav. Fucking hell. I think this will end 1-0 at the half time though. I don't know. I don't see us getting another goal in this half, if I'm honest. Mate, can we actually get attack going on? Can we please get something going on? Tell you what, that's a decent save by Donnarumma. But that's one of the... That Donnarumma save from that Tav shot is one of those where it's a good save, but if Evan Nilsson gets to it first, it's a bad save. Do you know what I mean? That's like very like outcome dependent. Very outcome dependent. Anderson. Come on, Elliot, lad. Be a game changer. 100 million game changer right now. Phil. Semenyo. Semenyo. Nah, like, he does, like, but that's the thing, that's what I'm saying, that's why it's outcome dependent, innit? Because it's a good save because he stopped it from going in, but and Evan Nilsson hasn't got to the rebound, but if Evan Nilsson gets to the rebound, yeah, then it's not a good save. It's very outcome dependent. Like, it's very, very outcome dependent. Like, he should definitely do better, but for someone of his size to get down that low, it's one of them, innit? Oh, bro, we're not defending the back stick, and I think that comes from Kusanov being our right back, kind of, but like our right-sided centre back, and Rico Lewis playing in midfield, but also being our wing back. That's what's. If you notice, that's not happening on the left side because Vardio is playing left back, right? But because Rico Lewis is having to play midfield and right back, people are getting just left mad space in the midfield. Go on, Gahey. That's a corner, surely. Corner. That's what's happening, isn't it? Like, because Rico's being overstimulated, basically, and being told to do, like, too many things, it's going a bit mad. Haaland? Yeah, this is definitely going to end 1-0 on the half. And it's not like giving you a crazy advantage during the 3-back switch. Yeah, no. Because we don't, like, Rico's bang average going forward. So it's not like we've got some crazy demon going forward. Yeah. Like, it's not like we've got, like, let's say Lewis Skelly, yeah. It's not like we've got Lewis Skelly doing this, like, inverted fullback on the ball, but when we're out of possession, like, I'd understand that. But we've got some guy that is bang average. Yeah, now Joe, you know, they're down to 10, 4-0 down in the first half. Are we understanding how dark that is? Are we understanding how dark that is? Like, that is spooky. 1 minute of added time. To be fair, I'm not even too... Like, a foul's been committed there, but I'm not even too sure where. There's probably about 3 fouls in... That got scrappy for no reason. There's about 4 fouls in there. Vardio just elbowed him in the face. Oh, for fuck's sake, bro. I mean, yeah, it's like... I think if we had Kusanov just playing out and out right back, and it was Vardio being the, like, inverted one, right? And then we had O'Reilly kind of filling that space, that would have made a lot more sense. 100%. Go on, Lewis. Get the cross in, lad. It's not a good cross. That's an awful cross. Anderson on the clean up. Diaz. Go on, let's get one last shot off, please. Not from there. Not from there. Oh, man. Not gonna lie, though. United, Spurs, Villa, and potentially City will lose in their first game / getting bummed. Yeah, that's dark. It's dark. It's dark day for the sport. Real dark day for the sport, if I'm honest. Petrovic has almost lost his mind there for a split second. Anderson, please, just get someone cooking. Get someone cooking in the final few seconds. Get someone cooking. Rico Lewis has completely lost it. O'Reilly. Semenyo, come on, please. Please, one last attempt at goal. One last attempt at goal. Vardio, please. One last attempt at goal. Haaland, back stick. Lewis hits the floor under a challenge. I don't think it's going to be given as a penalty, but I want to see a second look at that. Foden wins it back. Foul given. But I think they're checking VAR for the what's going on and what happened to Lewis in the box. Is it between him and Scott? So Haaland knocks it back. Nah, that's not a penalty. That might be the lightest contact I've ever seen in the box. Rico Lewis might be a scam artist. Rico Lewis may be a scam artist. But yeah, there we are. Half-time when we're 1-0 down. And that was dark, right? Let's not lie. That was a typical City of last season performance. We play good. We play good. We don't get the goal. We should have got the goal. Haaland should have scored. Yeah, Haaland definitely should have scored. Right. And then we concede, and then we completely forget how to play the sport. We have completely forgotten how to play the sport. Now, let's not even... Like, what I saw before Bournemouth scored and what I saw after Bournemouth scored, two completely different teams. Two completely different teams. I don't know if I'd say that's a yellow for diving, because there was definitely contact. Like, there was definitely contact on him. He just went down too easily. And I don't think you can really give a yellow for simulation if there actually is contact on you. Like, you're just being hyperbolic. Yeah, the reason it's dark is not because we're playing bad. The reason it's dark is because realistically we should have been 1-0 up and we should have been comfortable. Now I don't know if I can give that, like, he's just we've got to, like, remember this guy's built like a fetus as well. Like, you've got to remember this guy is built like a this guy's tiny, so we've got to, like, add that tax onto it. If there was anyone else hitting the deck there, that's probably a yellow, but we've got to allow it because Rico is little Reeks for a reason. Like, he's baby Rico for a reason. He's tiny. But bro, the mentality left. The mentality completely left. But bro, now I'm seeing. Why am I watching a Revolut ad with Erling Haaland? I don't need to be watching a Revolut ad with Erling Haaland when we're 1-0 down. I don't need to see that. That being said, I do have the Revolut Manchester City card on my phone. Like, in my Apple Wallet, I've got the Revolut card with the Manchester City badge on it. But that's not the point. The point is, I don't need it advertised to me right now while we're losing. Now, small tax in football has to be real, though. Like, it has to be. Because again, the reason small tax has to exist, yeah, and the reason if it's any other player, any bigger player goes down, that's a yellow. As a wise man once said, he's built like a brick shithouse. How is he going down like that? As a wise man once said, yeah, right? Like, it's you know, it's one of those. Like, yes, small players do take the piss. Let's not lie. Let's not lie. Some small players do take the absolute piss, right? But, like, at the end of the day, when you're smaller, yeah, and you've got Joe Linton trying to strong-arm you, and you go down under minimal contact because he's just a unit, like, it can't be a foul. Now, let's say you've got Joe Linton hitting the deck after minimal contact from Gabriel, then he's taking the piss. Or God forbid Joe Linton is hitting the deck after getting minimal contact from Rico Lewis. Now Revolut is where it's at. Revolut is where it's at. Although like the whole time. Although the whole time I was on holiday I kept paying on my Lloyds by accident. But now, big up Revolut. Revolut's so easy to use as well. It's so easy to add money into your account and stuff like that. Oh, bro, it's so rough. It's so rough, bro. There's only one way. There's only one way this gets worse. Bro, Foden's not bad. Bro, there's no way. No, I'm sorry. There's no way you've watched that first half and your takeaway from that is Foden is bad. That is a disingenuous statement. You've just used a Oh man, that is so disingenuous what you've just said. What you have just said in this chat is the most disingenuous thing I've ever read. Now I'm sorry. I actually want you to explain to me now in at least like a mini paragraph, right? In at least a mini paragraph, or maybe even if you don't want to do a paragraph, 5 bullet points. I need 5 bullet points as to what makes you think that Foden is being shit today. I need 5 bullet points from you, right? Because we're not talking about the fact that Kusanov has been sent to the shop on the left side of our defence. Kusanov has been sent to the shop on our left side of our defence by 2 separate attackers, and Rico Lewis has not checked over his shoulder, right? Diaz as well went mental. Like, Diaz and Kusanov have basically just tripped over themselves and started marking the same player, leaving Evan Nilsson free. Like, but we can sit here and blame Foden if you really want. Like, we can. But I'm going to need at least 5 bullet points from you. Because you can't make statements and not back up statements. I will make outlandish statements and I will at least back up those statements with some facts that I believe are true. But this is what I'm saying. Our defense doesn't make any sense. They just go wherever the ball is. Bro, he's not being... No, I'm sorry. You can't come in here and say Foden's been crap all game. That is a disingenuous statement. Am I saying that Foden is lighting the world on fire right now and taking the game by the scruff of the neck? No, I'm not. But you can't just come in here and tell me that Foden's been bad and not back that statement up. Because I can tell you things that I think he's done well. He's stretched the play well. He's kept possession well. His little back heel to Rico Lewis, impressive. He's taking the ball into dangerous positions, you know? He's had a few chances. Been there to take the chances. Am I saying he's been amazing? No. But I want you to please tell me. I want you to please tell me what he's doing wrong right now. What that's making him bad. Like, that's making him utter dog shit. I want you to give me 5 bullet points of what's making him utter dog shit right now. Please. Yeah, that's 100% a big chance created. But now, please enlighten me. Enlighten me as to what Foden's done that's made him atrocious in this 90 minutes. What has he offered all game? The whole right. Right. Okay. Let me compose myself quickly. So Phil Foden this game. Am I saying Phil Foden has bossed this game and taken the game by the scruff of the neck? No, I'm not. Am I saying he's been so good? More than you believe so good? No, I'm not saying that. But you're telling me that he's offered nothing. You're now telling me he's offered nothing, which is a start. I can disprove that, right? He creates a big chance for Lewis. That's one. How many times has the ball been switched out to him and he's brought the ball down? Many times. I mean, we literally just saw him and Anderson double up on, I believe it was Tavernier, to win the ball back. Again, pressing. Something that we're not seeing too often. He's winning the ball back. He's being an option to offload the ball to. He's created 1 or 2 chances and a big chance. Right? He's occupying space. Maybe he could take a few more shots. I mean, I know he had that one volley that was blocked. But he's in and amongst the danger area more than most other players on this pitch. Would I say he's been our best attacker? No. I'd say Semenyo has probably been better. O'Reilly's probably been better. But is Foden the worst player on this pitch? No. I'd say Haaland's been worse than Foden. But you won't say that. You won't say that Haaland's been worse than Foden because you can't criticise Haaland. Haaland's been worse than Foden. Rico has been worse than Foden. Kusanov and or Diaz have been worse than Foden. But we're going to sit here and say that the reason this game is going poorly is because of Phil Foden. Because of our right winger, we are losing a game. It is basically what I'm being told right now. Like, come on. Come on. Like, he's probably putting in a 6 out of 10 performance right now. There's 6 out of 10. If I'm being generous, it's probably a 6 out of 10. But am I, in the current climate of the match that I'm watching, am I dissatisfied by an attacker putting out in a 6 out of 10 performance when Haaland's missed a big chance? And yes, he created a chance that Foden created for Lewis. He was the one that started that off. But other than that, what am I watching from Haaland? Not much. Not much really. Semenyo, yes, he's doing good to get to the byline, right? But 9 times out of 10 his cross is blocked or he hits the ball out of play. But he is doing well to get to the byline. But are you then going to say he's offering nothing because his final ball's not great? Because the only 2 people to create a big chance this game are O'Reilly and Foden. So, by your logic, Semenyo has been woeful. Haaland has been woeful. Do you know? Just because it's trendy to hate on Foden, yeah, and there are aspects of his game you can hate on him for, doesn't mean you have to use him as some sort of buzzword anytime the game's going wrong, bro. And trust me, I am the king of using players as scapegoats. Carl Walker, Bernardo Silva, Gianluigi Donnarumma. I do it all the time. I know all the tricks in the book. So don't try scapegoat a player to me, because I know all about scapegoating. I'm the master of that. I'll scapegoat anyone. So don't try scapegoat a player to me. Please. Because I know all the tricks in the book. Yeah, no, our fullbacks are going bad. Maresca should never ever do this again. Maresca's completely lost it. If I'm being serious with his defensive, the way he set up this defense, he's completely lost it. Because no one knows what they're doing. Like I keep seeing Gayhe's in the midfield. Gayhe's chilling in the midfield. Kusanov is on the left. Is on the left side of the defense. Rico Lewis is not checking his mirrors. You know, he's not checking his mirrors at all. He's switching lanes without checking his mirrors. He's going to cause a collision. He's causing a collision. He's got, you know, when you can fold your wing mirrors in when you're parked on a side street. You know, he's just got both of his wing mirrors folded in, and he's driving down the M-way. You know, he doesn't need to check those. No blind spot checking. He's just looking forward. He only cares about what's going on in front of him. If a collision happens to the side of him or behind him, that's none of his business. He's only focusing on what's going on in front of him, right? Like, you know. So if we're gonna have conversation about who's been bad, can we please just talk about the players that have not been good, and not try force issues that aren't issues? Who do I think's been our best player so far? Probably O'Reilly. O'Reilly or Semenyo. O'Reilly, Semenyo or Anderson, actually. I think Anderson's done very, very well at winning second balls back. Something that we weren't doing very well last season. He's always there to try win the second ball. But I'd say it's O'Reilly, Semenyo or Anderson. But I'd probably say O'Reilly or Anderson more than Semenyo. Because Semenyo's final ball's been a bit off. But I wouldn't mind seeing Lewis come off for Nunes. Because as well, Nunes plays better at right back. And he's more natural in the midfield. I prefer to see that. If Nunes can play 45 minutes, that changes our whole 45 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Like the whole second half, the whole game. Rico's just not built for it. And Rico is a player that I liked a lot when he first came through. But like, he's not built for it. He can go play in Italy or Spain. Because he's technical enough to go play in those leagues. Not at like the best level in those leagues. But he can go play for a mid-table Spanish team, mid-table Italian team. And he'd look so much better, but he can't compete physically. It's like Vinders, right? It's like when we're watching Vinders. Vinders is good technically, but his technical ability doesn't outweigh his lack of physicality to play in the Prem. That's why he was so good in Serie A, because his technical ability was what he was really judged on. But to be a technical player in the Premier League, especially in the midfield, you have to be an extreme level of technically gifted, or you've got to have some muscle to you, or it's game over. It is game over. Like, you have to have Xavi and Iniesta levels of technicality to play in the midfield with one of those small guy builds, or it's so over for you. Like, really, really badly over for you. And that was the problem with Vinders. And that's the problem with Rico as well. Can Boadi change our midfield? I mean, you'd hope so. We're signing someone for like 100 plus million euros. Like, you hope he's changing the midfield, like, and I think he can, but he won't do it straight away. You can't expect a 19-year-old to change your midfield straight away by just dropping him in there. That's impossible. It's impossible. But here we go. Back underway here. Like, if we drop him in our midfield, expect him to change games immediately. We're doing what Arsenal did with Guendouzi, mate. That's basically what we're doing. And how did Guendouzi work out? That's kind of a hyperbolic. It's kind of a hyperbolic comparison, but like, you get my point. Donnarumma's lost his mind already. That's actually brilliant. I fucking can't stand Donnarumma. I can't stand him, man. Alright, come on, Diaz. What do you have for me here now? What do you actually have for me? Lewis. Alright, let's go, Rico. I've criticised you in half-time. What have you got for me in the second half? Phil, I need you to silence the chat. Phil, I need you to silence the chat, please. The chat have been telling you you're not good enough for this level. How are you going to respond to my chat telling you that you're not good enough to play at this level? Go on, Rico. Cross in, no. Gahey on the edge of the box. Yeah, it's never been more over. Gahey is occupying positions he should not be occupying. But you know, we've still got the ball. Gahey. Sanov, alright, come on, Lewis. Get the cross in. Anderson, get the cross in. And it's headed out by, I think that was Silva that's headed that out. Come on, like, let's go, Anderson, let's go. We are playing a high defensive approach when on the ball. I mean, I don't know. That's something we did under Pep anyway. That's something we always did. That's something that we always did. But I think now that our defenders are a lot slower, it's kind of, it gets picked out a lot more when we're defending transition, especially because we surrender the ball so much easier in midfield as well. But I guess again that's what Anderson's here to do, like to win the ball back high up the pitch, so we don't have to get caught in transition 24/7. Go on, Semenyo. Go on, some foul, surely. Free kick. Alright, let's go, let's go. How are your defenders slower? Nah, but I mean like Diaz. Like what I'm saying is like when we were playing the higher line, like in past years, and you had like Walker, you had players like what's his face, Ake still quite quick. You know, we had a lot quicker defenders, but like Gehi and, you know, obviously Kusanov's rapid, Vardio's rapid. Oh, why is KG? No, KG, stop trying to flog me, Gusto! I don't want Gusto! I don't want Gusto! Please, leave me alone. I don't need Gusto. I don't want Gusto. You don't want Gusto. No one wants Gusto. Reece James, though. Bring me Reece James. Bring me Reece James. Reece James can do exactly what Rico Lewis is doing right now. Like, what Rico Lewis is doing right now is Maresca thinks he's Reece James. But no, yeah, like, losing the pace of Walker, who's like one of the quickest players you'll ever see in this league, and having faster players on average, right? Whereas we've got players in here like I don't think Gehi's that quick. Diaz is a truck. You know, it's Kusanov's obviously fast, Vardio's obviously fast, but like, and then when we've got a goalkeeper that's not quick as well, it's dark. You need provision from the Gusto and no cells at this point. Ah, man, they don't. This is dark because again, we're not getting the ball. Like, we're not doing anything at all competent on this ball. Go on, Anderson. Change the game. Haaland. Gehi. Semenyo, one-on-one. Corner. Surely that's a corner. I was going to say, bro, if that didn't get given as a corner, I was going to lose my mind. You got Smith baiting fouls every 2 seconds. I thought Kusanov and Vardio should have been your... I thought they should have been our starting centre-backs, if I'm honest, but Diaz is our captain, so he has to play. You know. And, like, he's slow, and he's probably our worst defender on the ball as well. The only thing he's actually good at is penalty box defending, which is something we don't often... Gehi, have you... Nah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What is that? Gehi just lets the ball slap him in the face. Their goalkeeper is on the floor and Gehi just lets the ball... Fuck off, man. Yeah, this is a long day. Their goalkeeper has literally fallen over. He's fallen over like... Oh, man. Now Haaland. He's got Gehi overlap. What position is Gehi playing? Semenyo. Nah, he's lost the ball. No, he hasn't. Nah, fairs. Drop it back to Vardio. Okay, Guardio's lost his mind. Could anyone tell me what position Gehi's playing? Like, where is Gehi playing? Because every time we're on the attack, the player I see storming forward first is fucking Mark Gehi. Bro, we knew Gehi didn't have this mentality ever since we watched what he did at Everton. I don't even hate Gehi like that, but But you need to be scoring that, big man. Like, especially as like as a defender, you need to be scoring that. Come on, Semenyo, what have you got for me? That is a terrible cross. We've won the corner though. We've got the corner. Let's actually do something here. Our corners have been a lot better. Our corners have been a lot better. Let's actually score from one. Come on, Phil. Short corner to Anderson. Back out to Phil. Cross comes in. Diaz knocks it down. Oh, getting Bournemouth player there first. This is rough, man. This is rough. Our biggest attacking threat this game is Gehi. Like, are we understanding like what's going on right now? Like, look where Gehi is on this pitch. Bro, like, the cross comes in, and he's like made space to get there, and he's just let. Oh, fuck off, Diaz. Fuck right off. Well in, Anderson. Someone then has to clean up there. Goodbye, O'Reilly. Foden. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go forward now. Haaland. No one overlapping. No one overlapping. Now O'Reilly. Semenyo out wide. Let's go. Let's go. Smith doesn't want it one-on-one. Smith doesn't want it one-on-one. Semenyo also didn't want it one-on-one. Semenyo's bugging out. Semenyo's lost his mind. Semenyo's completely lost his mind! You had him one-on-one. You could have easily skimmed him one-on-one, but you decide to come inside, realise, oh fuck, there's bare bodies, I can't try curl this one in. And then they've then tried to take him back one-on-one when there's no real angle for you to get past. What am I watching? I can't do this. I actually can't do this. This is diabolical. This is diabolical. Corn Anderson, well in. Rico, get there. Well, Rico's thrown to the floor yet again. And gives away, not even a foul, gives away the throw. Oh wait, no, it's our throw, never mind. Or was it a free kick, bro? I don't fucking know, man. I don't even know at this point. Like, the game's completely lost me. The game has completely lost me. Oh, now we're just doing hoofball. This is hideous, bro. This is so hideous. This is, I can't do it. Like, there's no passion. I'm losing. Like Pep said, I don't want good players, I want passionate players. And I'm just seeing no press. Everyone is half-arsing everything they do. Oh, it's so over, man. It's so over. Vardy will win that. Oh, Diaz wins it anyway. Oh, it's fucking out of play, fuck's sake. No, Nunes is coming on, lads. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And he's on for Rico. Let's go. Let's go. This could be a change in fate. Let's go. Let's go. We might be back. We might be back. We should be back. I hope to God we're back. I can see you score the equaliser, but don't score. Or what, like we did against Bournemouth last season to win you the league. Basically, that is that game. Is what's gonna happen. I'm telling you. Oh, see, I called it, didn't I? I called it, didn't I? We could go back to the goalkeeper, but no one wants to do that. So we've got our fucking left back hitting out a Cruyff turn into somebody, like. Donnarumma, like, when you see your defenders doing that, you need to realise you are a problematic individual. If I'm stood in goal, and I am watching my defenders refuse to pass the ball back to me, and instead Cruyff turning into somebody because they think that's the better option, I am going home and I am sort of rethinking all of my life decisions. Vardio. Let's. Alright, bro. Let's go. Let's get on the ball. Let's get on the ball. Vibes. Let's not start peddling nonsense like that. The clown show is not real until I say it's real. Gahey is playing in the 8 though, so you know what? It might actually be real. I retract that statement. I'm watching Gahey play in the 10. Gahey is in the 10. Mark Gahey is in the 10, ladies and gentlemen. Nunes cross. So Semenyo's missed it. Fuck's sake. Yeah, he's lost all aura. It's so bad. Haaland has lost all aura. Yeah, Semenyo, you need to be... That's dark. But that's good from Nunes, though. That's the first proper cross we've had in on that side all game. Bro, what position is Gahey playing? Because I've just watched him commit a foul because he is steaming... I don't... Why are we utilising Mark Gahey of all players like this? I don't know what I'm watching. Rotates the players around the pitch like it's volleyball. Nah, because I don't know where he's playing. Because, like, if I'm being honest, I don't think I've seen Gahey complete a defensive action today. So I can't tell you what position he's playing on the pitch. Alright, let's go. Let's press. Alright, Nunes is actually pressing. We might be back. Haaland's got a slight jog. Never mind. No one's pressing Petrovic. Never mind. That came to an end quickly. Semenyo, press! Oh my fucking god. Live score has Gahey at CDM. Yeah, that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know about the sport that's being played right now. We're watching Gahey 6 with the 6 on the back of his shirt as well. This is crazy. Alright, we've won a free kick. Anderson on the receiving end of even more grievous bodily harm. Nunes is trying to start a dust up with Evan Nilsson as well. Oh, Anderson's injured. It's so over, bro. It's so over. It's so over. If I'm honest though, I don't see Shirky changing this game. Because, like, no one's getting into the box. So if Shirky's on this pitch, like, what does that actually achieve? Because I'm not seeing much movement in the front line that would actually even support Shirky in his mission. Do you know what I mean? Now, maybe if we were seeing movement in behind and people just weren't being picked out, I'd be like, yeah, let's bring Shirky on. But the movement's not really there, if I'm honest. Yeah, Anderson's injured. It's so over. It's so over, bro. It's so over. Shirky is coming on, and he's probably about to come on for Elliot Anderson, because Elliot Anderson's injured, so that's like 100 million down the drain. It's so over. It's so over. He dares bring Kovacic on right now, I swear. If I watch Kovacic... Oh, Kovacic is coming on! No! No. Nah, you can't. You're far. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Nico Gonzalez is right there, broski. Nico Gonzalez is right there. And we are bringing on Kovacic. Now, you know what? I'm finally fully admitting that the trophy talk on players means nothing. Because this guy has like 100 million Champions League trophies and he's still absolutely garbage. Absolutely garbage. So we're bringing off O'Reilly and Elliot Anderson for Shirky and Kovacic. It's so over, bro. It's fucking over. Oh, bro. Kovacic, bro. Kovacic. Nah, it's fucking done. Nico Gonzalez is miffed, bro. They've just pointed the camera at him. He is miffed. He doesn't know. He's like, he's coming on in front of me? Him? He's miffed, bro. He's handing the transfer request in now. He's walking up to Maresca right now and being like, bro, sell me right now. Sell me right now. If you think playing that guy in front of me... Fucking Kovacic is on this fucking pitch. Go on. Get close to the... Alright, Kovacic has the ball. Kovacic has the ball. Shirky has the ball. Haaland has the ball. Let's go, let's go. Out wide to cement. No, okay. Okay. It's so over. Foden. No foul, and I don't think that was a foul. Oh, bro, why is Gahey there? Bro, like, I don't know if I'm blind yet, and I'm like, in football terms, I'm illiterate for rating Nico G when Pep doesn't want to play him and Maresca doesn't want to play him, because I think he's good. Now, I don't see what people are seeing in Kovacic. I don't see it. Is there something that I'm missing? Do I need to put my glasses on or something? Let me find my glasses. I know they're here somewhere. Let me find my glasses. I can't find them, so I can't inspect what I'm missing, like with Kovacic, because I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, yeah, and what's the only reason Nico G played last season? Because Kovacic was MIA for the whole season and Rodri was injured. Like, he was only being played because he had to. Oh fuck, we're so shit. Like, yeah, but he rated Kovacic over him as well. That was the issue. Because even like when we signed him in January, not last year, the year before, like Kovacic was still playing in the 6 over him basically all the time. And Kovacic is so garbage. Shirky, bring that one down. Never mind. It's so done. It's so over, bro. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how Kovacic does anything on the ball. And you kind of respect it enough to. All right, Ryan's a skimmed Vardy. Oh, okay, he's run out of play. So now, unfortunately, we have a Donnarumma goal kick. Yeah, Kovacic was injured for the whole season. Kovacic played like a grand total of like, I think like probably like 100 minutes maybe, because he was injured. Like, Nico G only played because there was no one else. Go on, Haaland. All right, Haaland, let's go. Haaland, let's go. You've got Phil. You've got Phil. Petrovic gets that. Fuck. Now that Kovacic is on the pitch, if I see Grealish come on, it's I don't even know. The stream will end, I think, if Grealish comes on. That was good work from Haaland, though, in the channel. It's just unlucky that Petrovic got there first. Even though, like, even if Petrovic doesn't get there, I think Trofea gets there before Foden. Foden was the wrong side of his defender. This is... I don't know. I don't know anymore, guys. I don't know. It's so over. It's so over. It's so over. Have we created a chance in this second half? Like, if I'm being real, like, I don't think we've created. I don't think we've created anything in this second half. It's Hairland. Oh nah, new slander name just dropped. Hairland that's dark. Gahey wins the ball back and injures himself. Semenyo. Oh, Petrovic saves it, man. That's dark. Kovacic. Vardio. Kovacic. Vardio. White. Kovacic. Come on, please do something. Do. Oh, Gahey on the edge of the box. That's dark. Foden. Diaz. Yeah, this is dark. This is dark. There's no one other than Anderson know how to play this ball forward. Alright, come on, Nunes, get a cross in. This Gahey midfield, like John Stones role I'm watching, is actually making me angry. Foden, bang! Foden, bang. He opens his body up for it as well. Does that deflect off? It does deflect off, so it's a corner. Fairs. Go on, Shirky on the corner, let's go. Let's go, come on. Come on. Diaz lurking, Haaland lurking, Gahey lurking. The issue with Haaland's haircut as well, yeah, is like usually when a player gets a bad haircut, it's usually them dyeing their hair so they can like pretty easily reverse it. Haaland can't reverse his trim for a good 2-3 years, so this could be over. It could be over. That's my main worry. Yeah, Bournemouth are being pretty passive in possession, but like, can we also say that City aren't being passive? Like, you think we're edging towards a goal, but like, I just don't see it. Like, we're having possession on the edge of their box and in their half, but none of it looks like any meaningful possession because no one's willing to pick the ball up in a position that they could do actually any damage in. Off. Shirky, let's go. Shirky, let's go. Never mind. He's kept the ball. Shirky, let's go. Gahey, let's go. Shirky, let's go. Oh, no one there for the cutback. The issue is you really want a single pivot with Haaland to ball out. I mean, again, another issue as well is, yeah, again, that is one. We don't have anyone that can play the single pivot. And as well, the issue is our wingers just fucking, like, we're not playing with wingers. We've got an inside forward and we've got like we've got a wide midfielder. Like, we don't have wingers. So we don't have anyone that's actually going to get in behind with any meaningful pace and get the ball across to him as well, which is also annoying. Like, because with Haaland, you want a quick winger that he can play the 1-2s with. Yeah, you want like a kind of Benzema Vinicius Junior dynamic. Foden, alright, okay, like I've tried to defend you, but that is the most pedestrian thing I've ever seen, and you need to be arrested for that. That is the most pedestrian thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and you need at least 2 years in prison for that. And you're lucky we didn't concede. Oh yeah, we're signing Allen because when do Brazilian forwards in the Premier League ever work? Like, all right, come on, Nunes, let's go. Foden, let's go. Foden, let's go. Foden, let's go. Foden, let's go. Nunes, let's go. Shirky, let's go. Haaland, let's go. Oh, fuck off. No, that's dark. Yeah, that's so poor. That's so poor. That's actually beyond poor. Alright, Kovacic on the ball. It's not something I'm very happy about. Gvardiol. See, we're passing Semenyo in the ball where he needs to dribble out of that position, and that's just not happening, is it? Nunes, please. This started so promising. And now it's just over. Like no one is ever in any space. That's a foul on Foden, surely. Shirky, let's go. Out to Nunes, surely. Surely Nunes is the play. I hope. What's even happened there? I heard players can lose their X factor by getting veneers slightly changing their body balance. Could this be the same with hair? You know what's funny? I actually brought up that talking point with my friend when I was on holiday. Yeah, because I saw it from Joey Barton. Right, I saw it from Joey Barton. You must have seen the same Joey Barton clip where he's talking about how players just can't play football after getting veneers done. And you know what? It might be this. Like, I feel like he's just feeling too much wind on his head, you know. Like, he's feeling too much wind on his head, and it's like, it's off-putting. As someone that has relatively long hair myself, when I shaved my head, it was a life adjustment. Like, there was a lot I needed to change about my life. Mostly wearing a cap so my hairline wasn't on show. But there were other things I needed to adjust to as well. Fucking hell, we're shit. We're so shit. Gehi, Nunes. Gehi overlapping or underlapping is crazy. Haaland, that's poor. Haaland, that's very poor. But do you know how dark it's got when we've got Gehi on the underlap getting a cross across? Like, that's where we're at as a footballing institution. Do you know how much heat I'd be giving Arteta if I was watching Ezri Konsa on the underlap? Ezri Konsa playing in the 6. Do you know how much heat I'd be giving him, bro? The thing is though, yeah, in any other situation I say that is a tough finish and he's done well. But when a striker's already having a bad game, you judge every miss they have harshly, even if they've done well to get the shot off. Like, it just kind of happens. Because looking back on it, yeah, he's done very, very well, and I probably don't expect him to score. But because he's already had 2 chances, I'd expect him to score. Like, you know, my patience has wore thin a little bit. Like, you need to be doing something. But the fact that the player picking up the most space and finding the ball in most of the attacking positions is Mark Gahey should be a criminal offence for everybody else should be fined at least 2 weeks' wages for every time that Gahey is in a better attacking position than them. Like Foden, Shirky, Semenyo, every time someone passes to Gahey instead of you in the forward line, that's a week's wages. Because it can't continue. It can't continue. Again, Kusanov not really wanting to go back to Donnarumma. Does go back to Donnarumma. And Donnarumma goes straight back to Kusanov, who wasn't really in a great position to pick up the ball anyway. And then him hoofing the ball forward has lost us the ball. So that was really pointless. Foden. Nunes. We've got space to move the ball forward. Doesn't really have any options in front of him. Finds Foden. Foden turns. No foul. Bournemouth come away with it. If you have 5 chances that were easy, you miss no matter how tough the 6th one is. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. It's like let's say Donnarumma, yeah, let's say the Community Shield ended 4-0 and Donnarumma's conceded like a Rice long shot, top bins. No one's saving that. I'm still getting onto him for conceding. Oh, fuck off! Grealish is coming on. We need a win, and Kovacic and Jack Grealish are going to be on the field of play. That big grass patch enclosed by the white lines is going to occupy Kovacic and Jack Grealish in the big 2026, soon to be 2027. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. This is like if Arteta subbed on El Neni and Iwobi. Do you know what I mean? Imagine Arteta was bringing on El Neni and Iwobi. Oh, but he can't bring on El Neni and Iwobi. Why? Because he doesn't employ El Neni and Iwobi anymore. Donnarumma, you disgust me. Donnarumma, you actually disgust me. Donnarumma, you completely and utterly disgust me. Ginge, mate, there's no might about it. You're hitting me with mites. There's no might about it, big man. There's actually no might about it. Yeah, we've conceded from this corner. We are so bad. Did Donnarumma just go shout at the referee? Yeah, Donnarumma shouting at the referee. Fuck off. Donnarumma, bro, just shut up. You're gonna concede regardless. Just be quiet, bro. Now you're... oh, bro, just... Why are you on the floor? Oh, someone please sort this guy out. Why are you now trying to start a dust up in your own box? Someone control this guy. I can't do it. Who else has a goalkeeper like this? Who else has a goalkeeper that's instigating altercations in his own 6-yard box? No other keeper is doing that. And he's still going. Now concede from this corner, Donnarumma, and it'll be the last thing you do. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Concede now, and I'm going to lose my mind. He concede now, and I'm losing my mind. He's a lucky man. He concedes from that, and I've gone. My head has left the stratosphere. Like, what was that? What was that kind of behaviour? I don't know what to say. Like, I actually don't know what to say. Why was he doing all of that? Oh, I'm actually shocked. Oh man, actually, I don't know what to say about that. Like, I've just watched my goalkeeper try to start a fight while defending a corner for no reason. He's that shook that he's not going to catch a ball. That he's trying to intimidate people. He's trying to, like, assert his dominance on the situation. Alright, Foden off for Grealish, right? Here you go, guys, you've got it. Guys, you've got it. Don't worry, guys, you've got it. Foden's coming off. Guys, you most hated Phil Foden's coming off for doing absolutely nothing. Surely you guys are excited. Surely you guys are excited by who Foden's been replaced by. Because, like you guys say in chat, Foden is the worst player of all time. Foden is so bad. Foden should be playing in League 2. So I hope you're glad that we've now replaced Phil Foden with £100 million player to change the game. This is what you wanted. Foden's been replaced by £100 million player to change the game. The whole outlook on this game is about to be changed. City have 9 minutes left and we're now going to win 2-1 because we've got a £100 million player replacing the garbage Phil Foden. I hope you guys are all happy. I hope you're all happy. Because I am not. I've lost my mind, bro. I've gone. I've gone. It's gone. It's gone. It might look like my head's on my shoulders right now, but I can tell you it's not. It's not even in this room. Why have we lost the ball? Go on, Haaland. Go on, Haaland. You got Semenyo. You've got Semenyo. Haaland. Gehi. Gehi's bowled it. Gehi's bowled the 50-50. Kovacic is jogging back. My 6 is jogging back. Ah, it's done. It's done. It's done. I can't do this, man. This is bad. The thing, what's annoying me as well, right? This is what's annoying me, right? This is what's annoying me about. If we had signed a bunch of shit players that were meant to be shit and they were playing shit, I wouldn't even be that mad. But the players I have an issue with are high profile, world-class talents. £100 million Jack Grealish, multiple Champions League winner Kovacic, and treble-winning goalkeeper, Euro-winning goalkeeper, best in the world, been playing since he was like 14, Gianluigi Donnarumma. Like, if honestly, if we had just signed Wayne Hennessy, Jack Cork, and when my corner comes in, get in! Woo! We just scored from a corner. Let's go! Now we're back. Forget everything I was just saying. Forget that whole rant I was just going on. Forget it. We're back. We're back. We've just scored from a corner. Nah, it's never been this back. Gehi in the 6 might work. I'm actually still disgusted that Gehi's our best attacking threat. Now let's watch this again. The corner comes in, yeah. It's a good delivery, and Gehi's unmarked for some sort of reason, right? Bro, I don't see any reason to disallow that, you know. I don't see any reason to disallow that, and it doesn't get disallowed. Let's go. Semenyo, let's go. Nah. We're back. We're so back. We've never been this back before. We're back. We just scored. Oh, bro, we've just scored from a corner. It's over. It's so over. It's so over. Yeah, Kusanov's not marking his man in the back stick. It's so over. Kovacic is so bad at defending. It's actually unreal. Bro, I can't believe it. We scored from a corner, like directly from a corner. None of this like it bouncing around in the box and someone taps it in. Like we scored direct from that corner. A to B to C, kind of ordeal. That's impressive, and that's how low the standards have been. That I'm impressed that we've scored directly from a corner. Okay, everyone's just switched off. Kusanov, that's good defending because the 2 Croatian lads just stopped playing. Like, control the disconnection from Kovacic and Vardy there. And Semenyo is begging for a foul that's not going to get given. We've got 4 minutes. Let's not do anything ridiculous. Like, nothing crazy, and I might actually be happy with the draw. Nothing hideous now, lads. Please. Like, I'm not asking for much. Big up Tiger Blocks in the chat. I'm after like what I watched after we conceded the goal, bro. I'm taking this draw and I'm running. I'm not even taking the draw at this point. See, look at that. Look at that. Diaz could have easily went back to the goalkeeper, and instead he's hoofed it. He's hoofed it up. Bro, it's gotta be done, bro. Like, are you seeing what I'm watching, bro? Like, you've got to take the draw at this point. like, it's bad. Like, again. Do you know what it is? You know, actually, let's put it into terms. Right? What Donnarumma was doing in his box defending that corner is like when Tyrone Mings was busting jokes with Aubameyang, and Aubameyang starts creasing and leaves his man. That's like the level it's at, you know. We've got stuff that you've never seen before. Like, when have you ever seen an attacking player from a corner make the man that's marking them crease so that they can lose their man? You've never seen that before, and you've never seen it again. The same way that you've never seen a goalkeeper try to start a scrap in his 6-yard box defending defending a corner. You're never going to see that again. That's the level of unseriousness we are now at as a footballing institution. Would I call it a banter era? No. Would I just say we employ some unserious individuals, some stand-up comedians, as they would say? Yes. Where's Kovacic? Okay, we're about to concede. Oh, Donnarumma's claimed the cross. Let's go. We've scored from a corner, and Donnarumma's claimed the cross, and he's distributed quickly. And we're on the counter attack. Nah. Everything might have just changed in a split second. No, never mind. Cherokee surrounded. Out to Grealish. Grealish, bring this down, and we're back. Oh, Grealish is fucking slow. It's so over. I was optimistic for like 10 seconds. Like, everything that I knew about... The one thing about banter eras, right? I was saying this the other day. On all seriousness, the one thing about banter eras is a club can't go for a banter era if they're run correctly. It was Gahey that scored. For City. But like United, for example, go for a banter era because of how the clubs run. Liverpool went through their banter era because of how the clubs run. Arsenal again because of how the clubs run. But Chelsea weren't going through banter eras under Roman. Yes, they might not be winning league titles under Roman, but they were always seen in a favourable light. They had 1 or 2 bad seasons, but they'd always bounce back. And I think a banter era is never about who manages the club, if they have a bad season. It's about how the clubs run and how they can sort of navigate out of these situations. And I think that's true. But running the club as a football club, not a business, is what I more mean. Like having a good balance of it instead of the monstrosities that you see happen at Manchester United. 2026, Jack Grealish left wing. Bro, but he's bro, but weren't you in chat telling me Foden was terrible, bro? Why are you complaining about Jack Grealish on the pitch? Surely you should be happy because he came off for Foden. Why? Offside. No. Draw the lines. But anyway, as I was saying, how can you be upset that Grealish is on the pitch, bro? He came on for Foden. You were telling me Foden needs to come off this pitch. Ooh, draw the lines. Draw the lines immediately. Draw me the lines. Are the lines not getting drawn? Because like he probably still is offside, but I need to see the lines. Show me these lines. We're back. I'm saying it quietly, but we're back. We're so back. That's cold from Shirky. What Shirky's just done there is unbelievable. What Shirky's just done there is unbelievable. And Vardiol is not a centre-back. Shirky, you've just changed my life. You've gone completely mental there. And Vardiol, that guy is a forward. I don't care what anyone tells me. Like, your centre-back should not be doing that. Yeah, he's... Fucking hell, he was so far onside. Like, dude, he was a lot further onside than I thought he was, you know. Damn, there's a lot in that. Alright, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. No, actually, nothing crazy here, please. Nothing crazy. Keep the ball away from Donnarumma. Keep the ball away from Donnarumma. We've got like a minute and a half to play here. We've got like a minute and a half to play here. Keep the ball away from Gianluigi. Keep the ball away from Gianluigi Donnarumma. Oh, it's a free kick. Gianluigi Donnarumma has the ball. Nothing crazy, please. Nothing crazy. I think again he's panicked when the balls come through because you weren't expecting Shirky to get the ball through. You were more trying to like block any kind of shot that comes in. Alright, Donnarumma with not a great goal kick. Diaz just hoofs it forward. Grealish. Get that and take that to the corner immediately, Super Jack. Super Jack, take it to the corner. Super Jack to the corner. Super Jack. Super duper Jack. Go on, nah Jack, this is it. This is what I want to see. This is what £100 million gets you. This kind of game management, never mind, he's lost the ball to Ben fucking Dokes. Diaz just up and out. Bournemouth throw. Just defend this deep. Nothing too outrageous here. The ball just comes launched forward. Diaz out. Grealish head on out. Oh, couldn't have win that. Gahey just... Someone hoofed that. Nunes hoofed that. Haaland on the chase, in the channel. Does he keep that on? He does. He's got Shirky there in support. Finds Shirky. And then, yeah, this is it. This is it. Super Jack. Shirky. Yeah, this is it. This is cold. Never mind, we've lost the ball. Free kick. Full time. Full time. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. JT, that was dark. That was dark. You saw me go through all the stages. You saw me go through all of the stages of football right there, ladies and gentlemen. But we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Alhamdulillah. We did it. We did it. Whew! That was stressful. That was stressful. Shirky, you've changed my life. Gahey in the 6 has changed my life. Vardiol in the 9 changed my life. Oh man, we're back. We're so back. Have we ever been this back before? Have we ever been... Bro, everybody liked the stream just for what we've just witnessed. Everyone liked the stream for what we just witnessed. We were in the depths of hell for part of that game. For part of that game, we were actually in the depths of hell. And we've somehow won. I don't know what's just happened there. But I predicted 2-1. At the start of the game, I predicted 2-1 and we come away with a 2-1 win. Oh, man. Can you believe it? Can you believe that just took place? Huge up Yoskal every time. Huge up Yoskal every time. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. You know what? I wouldn't even actually be celebrating the win if it wasn't a last minute winner. Like if we scored like 20 minutes earlier, I'd be fuming. But I'm on the dopamine rush. I'm on the dopamine rush of that. But Shirky for that Vardiol goal just lost it. Just completely lost it. Like, he's just went mad. Shirky is just went mad. Like, because that's crazy footwork. And Vardiol, the touch, the turn, the fit. Oh, bro, what a footballing establishment, ladies and gentlemen. What a footballing establishment. Now, Now we're back. We're back. We start the Enzo era with a win. 2 Shirky assists. We score from a corner. What is going on? What is going on? This is a completely new Manchester City. For better and for worse. For better and for worse. For better and for worse. But that is the end of the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, I've got to go and make my match reaction video. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, while you wait for my match reaction video, go watch my match reaction to Manchester United vs Hull. Go watch my match reaction to Spurs versus Brentford. Leave your comments. Leave your thoughts on those games in the comments of those. Go like those videos while you wait for my uncensored match reaction. With all that being said, like the stream if you enjoyed. Like the stream if you enjoyed that comeback. Like the stream if you enjoyed my crash out. And I'll be back next week for another watch along of Manchester City. With all that being said,